Hey, how's it going, Ansley? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leads. We are a full-service SEO company here in Colorado Springs, and we specialize in making your website be found online, as well as bringing in you more business and traffic by ranking you for some of the keywords on Google. Now, for a salon and spa that services a local area, there's really three ways that you go about getting new customers. One, it's from people that just happen to drive by your place and see it and then just kind of check it out and get their haircut from you that way. The second way is referrals from your current clients where they say, hey, I really like how they did their hair. Who did you do that? Who did that for you, right? And so there's that. The third way is actually when people search up a salon and spa or haircut near me or haircut Colorado Springs, that kind of thing. And so the first one you can't really control at this point, right? Your location is set now. Traffic is traffic. If people see it, they see it. The second thing, referral, you can't really control that too much as well because you can encourage your clients to say, hey, refer my salon and stuff, but there's a set way that you can grow. The last thing, websites, are actually the one thing that you can absolutely control because that's essentially what we do here at Mr. and Mrs. Leads. We make it so that your website starts getting found for all the different keywords that people put into. So nowadays when people don't know about a specific salon or things like that, or they haven't heard it through the grapevine from friends and family that they know, what they do nowadays is they pick up their smartphone, their laptop, and they search up Colorado Springs hair salon in Colorado Springs, that kind of thing. And you want to make sure that your website, your business, shows up at the top of Google when people search for those keywords because people don't go past the first page, and if you don't rank for these kinds of keywords, then you're just never going to be found in front of those customers that are looking for your product or service, and they're instead going to go with one of your competitors that are showing up for those keywords. And that's essentially what we're going to do and help you out with that. So let me go ahead and get into a couple of technical details that basically affect Google's rankings, and so we can tell you exactly what it takes to rank you for those keywords, all right? So the first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here on a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website from an SEO, search engine optimization perspective. What I can see right off the bat is you just don't have a lot of authority on your website, and that's going to be an issue because authority in turn has a huge impact in Google's and how Google perceives you, how highly they rank you for the keywords we want to go after, as well as how quickly you rank for them once the authority on your website is established. Now, if you didn't know what a backlink or referring domain is, Ansley, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website via a hyperlink. So what I mean by that is for example, if there's a blog out there that's called the Hair Stylist blog, and they mention you in a post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best hair salon and spa in Colorado Springs, check out ansleymaries.com. And if the person clicked on that link, just in the fact that it links to your website and they click on it, it'll direct them to your website. So just in the fact that they actually have that on there is tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to determine how authoritative your website is. So you want a lot of these websites linking back to your website because it shows Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about, and you're the kind of website that other websites like to refer their own traffic to because they're basically like, hey, go check out this website, right? So it's a very powerful trust signal in Google's eyes. It builds the authority on your website, and it absolutely helps you rank for all the keywords we want to go after. If you don't have enough links, if you don't have enough websites, other websites talking about your website, you're never going to rank for the keywords that you want to go after because that's just how Google's current algorithm works. So we want to make sure that we do that. All right. The second thing I want to talk about, because I did a little bit of research and homework before I recorded this video, is you just don't have enough content on this website. Unfortunately, the website, honestly, the color scheme and everything else, the functionality of it is great. I really like the user interface. Everything else is good. The pictures are great. The thing is, unfortunately, Google can't recognize how qualitative a website is based on what it looks like, right? So Google can't look at Google's crawlers because they can't manually go in and go over the hundreds of millions of websites that are out there. They have bots and crawlers. They have these programs and these crawlers that are out there on the that are out there, and they crawl through your website, but they can't, at least they haven't been trained to look at a website and recognize that this website is nicer designed than this website. Instead, what they do is they actually go through and crawl through the content that's on your website. And they use that content information to determine how authoritative your website is, as well as how relevant it is. So that's how they actually pick up the keywords that you actually want to rank for and what you will rank for, as well as how authoritative your website is. So I talked about backlinks being an important part of building the authority. Content is another one of those things. So we want to make sure that we have a lot more content, especially on the homepage than you're at right now, because Google gives you a lot more credit for having more content. And we're looking at about 100 to 150 words of total content on your home page. We need to shoot that closer to about 700 to 1,500 words of content. And that's really going to show Google that you're an authority in the space and you deserve to hold a top spot for the keywords you want to rank for. All right. And now, quickly, the last thing I want to mention, Ansley, is to make sure that we help you rank for the local searches when people search up the related keywords. So if someone's searching up things like hair salon Colorado Springs, I have a tool that kind of basically tells us which kind of keywords we need to go after. If I type in hair salon Colorado Springs, you'll see that the that the maps are the ones where it shows up right here at first. The organics, right? You see Great Clips, Supercuts, and Hair Ink. What we need to do is we need to make sure that you show up right here in the top 3 in the business listings, the local listings. Now, to do that, what we need to do, this is exactly has a direct correlation to your how you rank for this local area, is to build out citations on your website. Now, a citation is basically any website directory out there that you can submit your information to. So there's a lot of directories out there like Yellow Pages, Yext, Whitespark, all kinds of websites out there that have directories. And what you need to do is you need to submit your name, address, and phone number to these areas, because Google crawls these directories and they can tie the relevancy of your website having a legitimate address, a legitimate phone number that's in Colorado Springs, and tying it with the services and the keywords that we want to capture. And so when people start typing in things like hair salon Colorado Springs, you're going to show up in these top 3 right here in the map pack and in the maps. And so that's the kind of thing that we would absolutely help you out with, because it's a very important aspect of SEO, because right here this gets a lot of traffic just having it in the top 3, and so we need to make sure that we get you on there as well. So I'll wrap it up here. There's a lot of other things that we would do besides what I talked about, but but as you know, it's just one of those things where I don't want to make this video too long. I respect your time. But anyways, I'll wrap it up here. What I want to do is I want to reach out to you and answer any questions, Ansley, you have in case you had some questions about the video. But I'd love to talk to you about kind of our pricing and how we would go ahead and move forward with this and go ahead and get started immediately. All right, so I appreciate it and look forward to talking to you soon. All right, thank you.